Okay. Welcome back to the show, people. Welcome back. So I know it's been a little while. I know we've kind of been on hiatus here, but I want to thank you all for your dedication and for following the channel. I really appreciate it. Um, First off, I want to say thank you to everybody who has helped me in the creation of this channel and the people who have participated in the videos. I want to say thank you to all of you. Um, well, is and well, we received bad news today. Um, Unfortunately, the people of Haiti are suffering, and I was given this notice by a friend of mine. He's Haitian, and so let's take a moment to say a prayer or to just be silent and just remember the suffering and the pain that is happening in Haiti. We all need to be grateful for the fact that there's there are places that don't have these problems, and there are places that have problems like this regularly, i.e., Japan, Haiti. Um, I believe the Korean Peninsula also has problems with this. Um, there's there's so many people in the world that are suffering, and we just need to remember that it's imperative that we be thankful for the conditions that we have, or the food that we have, all of the opportunities that we have in our respective countries and our respective lives. Um, so I would just ask that, let me go ahead and post this here. So I would just ask that we take a moment um, and we remember those who have fallen and who have been lost. Okay. Um, just remember, Haiti, you're in our hearts and our minds. We stand with you. Okay. Moving on from that, I'd like to I'd like to do like just some basic, chit chat, you guys, and let you guys know today is a great, it's sunny. Today is not too cold, but not too hot. It's certainly the type of day that makes you want to see your friends, do stuff. So I would keep focused on that. Keep focused on the sunshine. Keep focused on all of the all the positive things. Life is so good, isn't it? Think about that. Life is so good. We see so much bad, so much evil, so much stuff in the world. We just a lot of times we end up in just this situation where we want to complain, where we just don't feel good, where the weather is bad, and we just feel like, why, and everything seems to be going wrong, going bad. My car broke. I have to pay the rent this month, and I didn't get paid a lot because I didn't get to work enough hours, or I didn't get to work a lot of hours, so I don't have a lot left over. Let's just try to be positive. Um, let's try to remember that there's more to life than just complaining to pay bills. One of the greatest things that I've come up 4 years of life. One of the greatest things that I've come across is this: that if your mind focus, you don't have time to focus on your problems. You also don't have time to stop and about things that are hindering you. i.e. problem. But you focus that in front of you and straight that which is in front of you, and you will prosper. You'll prosper. Think about that. Who doesn't want to prosper? Who doesn't want to have an opportunity to see their days? You know, I'm constantly reminded of all of the lockdowns and all of the problems with coronavirus and all of the people who have gotten sick and going to the hospital, or people who have even passed away. Certainly, these are good motives to be sad and to be depressed and to be down, but if we think about it in context, that's not us, and thank God that that's not us. You know, thank God that we have health today. We are healthy. We are stable mind. We're not crazy. Thank God for the fact that we have opportunities to get up and go walk around. Not everyone has that. Some people are in wheelchairs. Some people are bedridden. Um, it's not every day that you can just go out and you can say, "Thank you, God, for another wonderful day." So unfortunately, there are times when we have to stay at home and it's locked down and there's nowhere to go. Uh, and for those of us who haven't been preparing and who haven't been planning, um, I would say start using this time now. Plan and prepare, because the times are getting worse. Things are getting worse. So they will get better temporarily, but then they will also get worse again. And these lockdowns are just the beginning. So I'm not here to talk about all of that. I'm here to talk about the fact that this is the opportunity for us to be happy now, and for us to be alive now. Don't wait for your happiness. Don't think, "Oh, in 6 months I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna be happy then." Learn how to be happy now, because you don't know. In 6 months, you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know where you're gonna be. So be happy now. Learn how to smile, how to embrace the day, how to embrace those who we love, those who we care about. And as this banner says, you don't own all the problems. Smile and remember there is always someone who struggles with more or who has less. There are people in India and in Thailand and in Africa and in Canada, United States. There's plenty of people who have less than us, people who are disabled, people who are crippled, people um, who are struggling with all kinds of dependencies, or who have problems unbeknownst to us. So I encourage you all to remember that today is a good day. And today is the day that the Lord has made. And let's rejoice. Let's rejoice. Let us go out and think to ourselves, I could be dead today. I could be dead, and I could be in whatever the great beyond holds, but I'm not. I'm here. I'm here. And thus, I'll be grateful for that. I will be grateful for the fact that I can hug my friends, my family. I can give a kiss to my dog or my cat, or I can call my boyfriend, my girlfriend. Okay? So let's remember that. And let's be happy, people. Let's be happy. The negativity, we need to bring that to an end. The negativity doesn't need to continue. The negativity doesn't need to be always something in the back of our mind and always thinking about it, always thinking about it, always thinking about it. No, let's cut that off. Let's be happy. Because at the end of the day, what we all really want is happiness. So life was made for us to enjoy and not be depressed, not be down. We need to We need to basically remember that to be happy and enjoy every day, we can't be depressed. If we allow the depression to enter into our minds or into our hearts, or our thoughts, i.e., our minds, right? we won't we won't have time. We'll be so consumed with all of the bad feelings, we won't have time to be happy because it's a choice. We need to be making a constant daily choice to be happy. Because if you're happy, you can't be sad. You see how it works? So if you choose this, then you can't choose this. If you choose this, then you can't choose this. You can't be divided 50-50. I'm half happy and I'm half sad. No. You have to say I'm happy because this. And you don't have to be bursting at the seams with joy, but you have to be able to say that I don't own all the problems. As I said in the last banner here, I don't own all the problems. There's certainly things that could be worse for me. There's certain things that could be okay. They might even be not so great, and they could be better. My financial situation could be better. My living situation could be better. I could have a prettier house. I could have um, an opportunity to travel more. Which leaves me personally. I hate not traveling. I love traveling. So if I don't have that opportunity, I feel down. I feel bad. But due to the circumstances, I understand that it's not really possible right now, and I need to be happy for the fact that at least I'm okay. I'm not in the hospital fighting for my life. I'm alive. So let's be positive. That's the overarching message that I want to give to you guys is let's be positive. Let's be happy. And remember that if you need somebody to reach out to, I'm always here. If anybody needs a comforting hand, uh, somebody to talk to, just an ear to listen, I'm here. There's too many people who are depressed, who are down, who don't feel like they have anybody to talk to. Send me a message. Even if I don't know you. Even if you're just some person on the internet who sees my video in 3 years from now and who wants help or wants to have somebody to talk to, send me a message. I'll do my best to respond and to help you. I may not be able to help you because you made another country, but I will do my best. And everyone, independent of who you are, where you are, when you see this video, but I want everyone to at least 5 minutes and smile and thank God for the life that they have right now. And to send a message to somebody who you love and tell them I love you. Send that to your husband. Send that to your mother, to your father, to your sister, to your daughter, your uncle, your aunt, whoever. If it's all of those people, then it's all of those people. Make a group, hell. Just don't let it go without feeling love and without feeling grateful for the fact that you, of all people, you are here. You were chosen. Let's think about that for a minute. Let me unpack that. When people say you were chosen, a lot of people say, chosen from who or for what? I know what I was chosen for. I don't know who I was chosen from. But you were chosen from all of the possibility. From the time that your father implanted his seed into your mother, that was a possibility. There were hundreds of thousands of possibilities. And I'm not trying to be too graphic here for any children, but this is a specific reality. So From that point on, there were possibilities. It could have been any one of them, any one of those possibilities. And you, listener, were chosen. So you were chosen from all of those possibilities. You were called into this universe, into this world, with a specific purpose, with a specific point to your life. You're not here just randomly. If you believe, I respect your opinion, but there's more to life than just random molecules just passing through and random thoughts, and people do random things, and there's no real rhyme or reason to anything. If you believe that, okay, I respect your opinion. But me personally, and to what I know from science, there's more to it than that. And I'll be happy to debate anybody who would like to have a conversation. A conversation. Well, I'm not here to have anybody diss my channel or to diss me. I respect everybody. I might disagree with your belief, but I will respect you. I will listen to you, and I will give you an opportunity to speak. Thus, moving back to the topic here. Your purpose, you specifically, is to live the life that God gave you. And I'm speaking from my point of view. I believe that there is a God. So I believe that God gave us this life, and I believe that God gave us this opportunity to be living now. Those who disagree, those who don't believe in God, those who believe God is in a different form than the traditional Judeo-Christian, okay, as I said, I respect your opinions. I don't hate you. I don't see you as less than. However, I disagree. That is all I will say on that. But remember, this is the point, that God has put us here, and God gave us this life, and we need to be grateful for it. And the more that you're grateful, the less you'll have time to complain, the less you'll want to complain, the less you will see that life is bad and is not good, and there's difficulties. Of course, there will always be difficulties. Of course, there will always be things that don't make sense to us, that aren't easily understood, comprehended, right? But that doesn't take away the fact that we still have a responsibility to utilize what we have, utilize our resources, our goods, our talents. I'm reminded of the I'm reminded of the phrase, and this is sort of a stretch. Let's understand that from the beginning. It's sort of a stretch, okay? But the late Patrick Henry, with regard to the British and the American conflict, or the American Revolutionary War, I should say, the American Revolutionary War, he spoke about, give me liberty or give me death. And now, remember, I said this is a stretch, okay? So he was talking about how the colonists were at the time, so to speak, enslaved, and how it basically left them in a situation that I prefer to die, or left him, I should say. It left him in a situation where he preferred to die than to continue paying this tribute tax to the king, and continue in this proverbial slavery, in this slavery here. I get sometimes lose a bit of Portuguese here. I'm in Brazil, and so we speak Portuguese here, and so sometimes I lose myself with English and Portuguese. But anyway, so that so this concept of liberty or death. So is it necessary that we should have to go so far as to do that? No, we should not have to be saying like I prefer to die. But let's look at the other side of this. Is that this freedom, this ability to go out and do as we please, or to see see life in the good way, the positive way. Let's not choose to be slaves. Let's not choose to be at home and proud. If we are mandated to stay at home, okay, but there's a good side to that too. We can spend time with our families. We have time um, to be communicating with ourselves and to study or to do things. There's options. There's things you could do. Thank God for the internet. You can use the internet, study, take courses. You can. There's all kinds of options. You don't have to be just do 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 do. What do I do all day? What do I do all day? And you don't have to also be cleaning. That's another thing that I hate is that sometimes people feel like if you're at home, then you have time to be cleaning. I absolutely loathe that. But let's continue. So, with this concept of death or liberty, let's be free. Let's choose freedom. Let's choose to be happy. Let's choose to see things in the positive, in the good. So don't let anybody break your spirit. Don't let anybody tell you that you are not good enough, that you're not good enough, that you're not somebody who is capable. I believe that we are capable. And speaking of this, changing gears a little bit, let's change gears a little bit. As I'm a teacher here in Brazil, right? So it's funny that I ran across a post on Instagram, and I see that there was the post was talking about Einstein explained or reasoned, rationalized, however you want to look at it, the concept of the educational system. And this is kind of goes into what I was talking about is that we're all smart, we're all geniuses. And it comes from him, the genius of them all, that if you put a fish should be in the swimming on land and tell it to climb, obviously it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to do anything. And that fish will never ever succeed in that mission because a fish is not meant to climb a tree. Or in other words, if you tell a football player, somebody who is very gifted and very talented at football, but they're not very talented or gifted at, let's say, for example, hockey, they're not gonna do well. They're not gonna score goals. They're gonna get knocked down a lot. They're gonna get fouled, or they're gonna foul everybody else. They skate well to manage themselves on the ice. So let's stop trying to push people, to do things or to believe things that are contrary to them. And so let's be happy for who we are and what we are and where we are. So we're all geniuses because that football player, if you put him on a football field and you tell him it's 3rd and long, okay, go get it, he's going to do it. He's going to make it happen. And you're either going to get that touchdown, that first down. You're either going to get that first down, or you might even get a touchdown by the grace of God, a miracle. Or if he's on the defense, he'll stop those people. He'll make sure that it stays 3rd and long or 4th and long, and that's it. Time's up. Game over. They didn't complete their mission. So that's something that we need to focus on. We need to focus positive on the good. Remember who we are and who we are created to be and what we are destined to be in the future. And don't let anybody tell us where we are supposed to be by this time or by this day, by that. You have deadlines at work, and I understand. And it's, projects, I myself have things to do, things that are done by a certain day, a certain time, like that. But I mean is that if somebody tells you you're 40, you should have a house, you should be married already, you should have 3 kids running already. Everything comes in its own. So I usually like inclusives because, as I said, not everybody agrees with the Bible or sees the Bible as truth, but I see it as truth. And as this is my channel, I'm gonna say something. So the Bible says that there is a time to plant and there's a time to reap. So if I put that seed down and I water it and I nurture it and I wait, not keep checking it every 5 minutes, but wait. I learn to honestly just live in the moment. Then when that seed comes up, when that fruit grows, then I'm going to see the results. I'm going to see how I'm blessed and how well that plant grows up. The harvest will be plentiful, will be bountiful. So we need to learn how to be patient, and we need to learn how to understand that not everything is supposed to be in our time, in our moment, exactly right when we want it. Sometimes yes, sometimes there are things that we can do that we can accomplish right now. Right now, I'm hungry. I can make an egg right now, and I can have an egg, and that's it. That'll feed me. That'll take away some of my hunger. Not really, because I usually eat a lot more than just one egg, but that's the point. And I think that we all need to realize that being that we're all human, it's important that humans work together. Humans learn how to stop fighting. And I don't mean like wars and stuff like that. I mean like petty, stupid stuff. Like uh who's I mean like people who are fighting for no apparent reason, just arguing and creating divisions and problems. For what? Why? There's no reason for that. I think that that's the most important thing is to learn how to live in harmony and in peace with one another. Okay? All right. So it's been about a half an hour. I apologize for the late post here, but I think this was a necessary video, and I hope it made sense for you guys. I hope that everybody liked it. Um, it's important that we take the time out and we examine ourselves and examine our what how we've been handling and dealing with things in this pandemic time, in the time of uncertainty and difficulties. Okay, so pay attention to that. Pay attention to how have you been treating your fellow man. Excuse me, hiccups. But how have you been treating your fellow man? How have you been handling the stresses and the challenges, the difficulties of this difficult and uncertain time? And I recommend that everybody who hasn't started preparing, start preparing. Build up stocks. It is they will call you crazy until you really need it. I've had several instances where I actually my wife has told me, why do we need so many matches at home? We don't even use matches to light our stove because we usually use our lighter. We usually use our lighter. And so I said, well, because wait until we don't have any power. We'll need matches, right? So that we can have some lights. And she said, oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe. But that's kind of crazy, huh? Don't you think? Because the lights are not going to just get cut off. We're paying the bills. And I said, yes, we're paying the bills. But Sometimes storms happen. Sometimes things happen and they take time to restore. What do we do in the meantime? We won't have any light. We won't have any power. So what do we do? And she said, "Oh no, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh no, no, no." And then several weeks later, several weeks, we had forgotten about it. We had totally forgotten about that conversation. And you know what happened? The lights went out. And she thought, "Did we forget to pay the bill?" And we looked and we found no, the bill's all paid. Everything was okay, but the power was still out. And then you know what happened? We were able to use those matches and light candles. So we had lights at home. And we were one of the only houses that had any kind of light. Everybody else was in the dark. Real story. Talk. So I recommend you guys to start preparing, start planning, and you never know when you're going to need it. You never know when it's going to be necessary. And they'll call you crazy. They'll tell you that it's unnecessary. You'll say this, that. But when the hour and the time comes that you need it, if you don't have it, you're going to have problems. So I recommend that we all prepare. Okay? That's about it, guys. I got to get going. I got to do stuff. So have a great day today. And remember, God chose you out of all the options that he could have chosen from the time when your father planted his seed in your mother. You have a specific point and a purpose to living here on earth. You are not just some random molecules. You're not just some random decision, some random accident that happened here. You're more. And that there is somebody who is worse off than you. Thus, it's it would be it would behoove you for you to smile and to completely give yourself to the good and not to the bad. Okay? I love you all. God bless. And take care. Stay safe out here. This virus is no joke.